going on? It's been a minute. Have not been on YouTube in quite some time. I'm excited to be back. I'm excited to be doing this Q&A. I put a little Q&A up on my Instagram story, and some of you guys left questions, so I'm super excited to answer all of these. And I'm just gonna go straight off the dome. I have not premeditated any answers. We're just gonna get it rolling. So first question, starting from the bottom. What did you learn in 2020 that you could use going further? I think that the single most valuable lesson that I learned through 2020 was just focus on the things that matter, because life is so fast. Like, you could be doing this and doing that and caught up in this and caught up in that. And especially for me, like living out here in LA and Hollywood and like, you know, working in entertainment and, you know, just all the different areas of that I'm working in, it's like go. And I never just like really get a chance to just stop, step back, smell the roses, focus on the things that really, really matter in life. And that starts with family. And I could go off on so many things, but I'm just gonna say, focus on the things that are important. What are your biggest life milestones since taking a break from YouTube? Man, life has moved. You know what I'm saying? Life has definitely moved. But I would just say that I am literally living my dream. And I didn't know what that was gonna look like before I attempted to do it. But I would say that that's exactly what I'm doing, man. My entire life, I've always kind of wanted to live in LA. I've always said I was gonna go to Hollywood. I remember conversations with my grandpa growing up, conversations with my mom growing up. But I didn't know what that meant. I didn't know what that took. I didn't know what that would cost. You know what I'm saying? And even though I'm paying that price right now in the best way possible, it's just been such a wholesome experience, and I'm growing in different ways that I never imagined myself growing and, like, you know, becoming a better person because of it. Because when they say like Hollywood can make or break you, it really, really can. So that's what I would say for me. And part with that, are you happy living in LA? Do you miss Houston? I definitely miss Houston for certain reasons. You know what I'm saying? I miss like the cordial southern, like the love of like the South, you know what I'm saying? But I do enjoy myself in LA. I do love living here. I feel like it's the best place for me to be right now. How do you stay motivated and creative during the pandemic/lockdown? I definitely feel like I had some stints where I was feeling like kind of blocked. But I think the best way to stay creative is just to keep trying things, you know what I'm saying? I feel like right now is the best opportunity for us to, you know, try this or try that. You know what I mean? If you have a hobby, something you were interested in, just go for it, try it out, and see what sticks. Hardest thing you had to go through during the pandemic that we don't get to see on IG, YouTube? I'm gonna answer that one in a second. Advice about dealing with loss, relationship, job, people, and COVID. That's a tough one because I don't know the degree of your loss, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know the extent of that, but you know, the best thing that I could probably advise is lean into your people. You know what I mean? Lean into your people, lean into your family, your friends. And even if that means you still have to social distance, call them. You know what I mean? Make sure you maintain that relationship and you have people that you can depend on to like help you through the situations. And if you have experienced some serious type of loss, I'm so sorry. Why have you been gone for so long? How's everything going in your life? I don't know, man. I just kind of got out of the flow of doing YouTube, and life was picking up, and I feel like I was just doing life without YouTube, and that just kind of became my life. But I definitely want to get back to it and you know, do some things and post some videos and, you know, just kind of show like what my life is like, because I feel like I do so much that it would be really cool to really just start showing you guys like the way my life has developed. Is acting the number one goal or music? Acting, just to be clear, acting has always been my love. Acting has always been my love. That's exactly what I've always wanted to do my entire life. But since I've been here, the past 2 years I have been working on music, and I have been growing this thing and learning this thing and growing my network, and I have some amazing producers on my back, and just like it's really turning into something beautiful. So I'm falling in love with music more and more every day. And I think they can kind of coincide. I feel like they can go hand in hand, and I feel like they can really feed each other. So we're just gonna explore that and see what it does. Your favorite project ever? Shoot, that's tough because I've done everything from like events to, you know, like music and shows to movies, and you know what I mean? So it's just like, shoot, favorite project ever. That's a tough one. Favorite project ever. Yeah, I don't know. That was too tough. How do you keep your motivation so high? I would say it's more discipline than motivation. Because a lot of times I'm not motivated. A lot of times I don't want to do it. A lot of times, like, especially during COVID, it's just been like, yo, like, or like sometimes I'm too perfectionist oriented, where it's like, I want it to be so perfect that it never gets done or it never gets out because, like, I wanted it to be perfect. You know what I mean? And so discipline. I would say discipline is major. Discipline is major. Interested in vlogging again? Definitely interested. So that's what we're trying to do right here. Top 3 positive aspects of your life that you gained from killing it out in LA. Top 3 positive aspects. I would say that your health is extremely important, and these are for me 3 positive aspects of my life. I would say your health is extremely important. Your relationship with Christ is going to take you further than anything else can because it's going to carry you essentially. Especially out here, there's a lot of grimy stuff that goes on out here, guys. And surround yourself with phenomenal people. I've been blessed to be surrounded by so many different phenomenal people that have been put in my circle that, like, it just elevates us. You know what I'm saying? It elevates us all. And so those are 3 big positive things I would say. What we got? Best advice for someone wanting to get into acting and I don't live in LA. Best advice for you, man, is 1, try to see if you can find some classes out where you are, just because there's a lot of, like, opinions about taking acting classes versus not taking acting classes. But, you know, the thing that goes without saying for sure is that if you're in acting classes, you're around people that are interested in acting. So it's building your acting network. So, you know what I'm saying? It's putting you in the environment that you want to be in. And, you know, if you can do original content, do original content. If you can, you know, find out more about castings or find out if there's an agency somewhere in your town, see if you can do that. Really just get your network. Build your network to sustain that goal and that dream. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what's going to help push you even when you're not feeling like you want to be pushed, is the fact that you're surrounding yourself and the mentality shifts. What do you look for in a woman? Ooh, that's a good one. In a woman, I would say someone who's definitely confident, someone who's hardworking, someone who is loving, caring about others. Relationship with God is big for me. Just someone who knows how to light up a room. You know what I'm saying? It's not, there's no effort involved. It's just like you step in and you shut it down. You know what I'm saying? It just happens. Those are a couple things. Let's see. What was your biggest fear when you first moved to LA? I can't really say I had any fears. Honestly, I was super excited. I feel like I honestly kind of moved premature. I was just like, yo, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't feel like I really had any fears. When's your next project coming out? I'm assuming you're talking about music. That's still TBD. I've got some music videos that I shot, and I'm really trying to push those things out and, you know, kind of push some of the music that I already have, because I feel like there's a lot of good music that I have out, but I do have a lot of stuff that I'm ready to roll out as soon as I can. I'm just trying to handle everything as best as possible. Are the Saints going to win the Super Bowl for Drew? I think so. Let's get it. What's been your biggest passion? I kind of answered this one earlier, but entertainment is definitely it. I feel like entertainment is like, anytime I'm on set, anytime I'm being creative, anytime I'm, you know, working on music or acting or you know, producing or directing, like, I love all of it. Like, I love all of it. It's made for me. Like, entertainment, and, you know, from the BTS to on camera, you know, to even pre-production and post-production. Like, I love all of it. And so I would say that. All right, we got a couple last questions. We're almost done. In your high school days or in your school days, were you more of a geek or like Mr. Popular? That's a funny question, but I feel like definitely a little bit of both. Because, like, growing up, y'all, I played sports. You know, I played football and baseball like my whole life, but I also was in theater. You know what I'm saying? And so it was like this, you know, contrast of elements where usually it's kind of cliche to do one or the other. Like, all right, so rookie mistake. I did not have enough space on my card. And so I literally talked for like another 5 minutes and it didn't record any of that. So here we are, back at it. What was I saying though? That it's normally, it's pretty cliche either you're like the theater kid and you're kind of like classified as a nerd, or you play sports and you're classified as a jock. But I feel like for me, I've always just been me. You know what I mean? High school, college, whatever. Thereafter, I've always just been me, and it's just like, yo, you either take it or leave it. I've been fortunate enough to definitely be, I feel like I've always had my fair share of friends and like that support system and stuff like that. I don't feel like I don't really feel like I fell into either category. Like I was balling in theater, I was balling on the field, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. When's the next project coming out? I don't know if you asked me this. I don't know even where I'm at in this freaking Q&A. I'm so mad right now, man, because dang it. Alright. Soon. I'm definitely working on some I've got a bunch of music videos that I've done. Hopefully I didn't say this already. I got a bunch of music, because I'm not editing this. I'm just literally gonna put it out because I just want to put it out so you guys can watch it. You can see the Q&A, and we can just keep things moving. But I got some music videos I worked on. I've got 3 completed right now. I really want to put those out and kind of push what I can do with those things. And I've got a ton of music, so just soon. What's your favorite childhood memory? Dang, that is a tough one. I got some good questions, man. Favorite childhood memory? Yo, I am choked. Favorite childhood memory? I feel like I gotta break it up into 2 parts because I grew up with a single mom, and so I feel like there's a lot of memories that I have like with my dad, and there's memories that I have with my mom. You know what I'm saying? I would have to say with my dad, like we used to go camping a lot and go like kind of just like bushman style. So we would like bring very minimal materials, and we get out there and we just like hunt for our food, that type of stuff, which was a lot of fun. Growing up as a kid, I really enjoyed that. And then with my mom, I feel like we got so many different moments, but just like, I feel like I just really remember enjoying like car rides with my mom when I was young. You know what I mean? We did a lot of car rides, like driving to work, driving to school, or whatever it was. I remember like when I was a little kid, I really, really enjoyed in the morning when she would like get up to go to work before I had to go to school. So we'd be like up at like 4. And I would go to work with her, and I would like always get donuts in the cafeteria. And sometimes I would fake like I was still asleep so that she would just like get me dressed. I was like a little kid, like probably like 5 or 6. And it's funny that I still remember that. But yeah, there's some memories out there for sure. Don't make me cry, man. How do you level up in life? Because you leveled up, bro. Still remember your cameraman days. Man, I would just say serve. The best way to level up in whatever you do is to serve, and serve as best you can. You know what I'm saying? Serve as if you're the person being served. And I'm a firm believer in, like, you know what I'm saying, you get out what you put in. And when you serve others, and when you pour into others, and you work for the benefit of others, don't let people take advantage of you. But when you work to the benefit of others, it builds the energy, it builds their confidence in you. And it also hones in your skills, you know what I'm saying, and whatever it is. And it just polishes the whole situation, which makes you stand brighter. You know what I'm saying? That's the best way I can put it. But definitely serve, I would say, is the best way to level up in life. When you give more than you serve, you definitely end up receiving more than you ever thought you would have. 100%. That's a bar. Alright, last question. I'm gonna end this Q&A is, because everyone's asking about it, is basically what's my like relationship status or whatever, and it kind of ties back into the earlier question of what's the hardest thing that you've gone through in the pandemic. And I can easily say the decision to for us to step away from our relationship was probably the hardest thing. I know a lot of you guys on YouTube probably don't know about my relationship, but I feel like everyone on Instagram did. And so that's definitely been the hardest thing, because I feel like I know that like she was definitely the like really my first love, to be real. I've been in relationships, longer than this one, and it's still not the same. Like when you know love, you know what I'm saying? And She's a phenomenal person, like super phenomenal. Nothing actually really happened, and I just really hope that you guys can respect her privacy, respect my privacy, and we can leave it at this. But yeah, she's a phenomenal person. I wish her nothing but the best, like from the bottom of my heart. And we worked really, really hard. Like we worked so hard. We worked so hard to make it work. But I don't know. I don't know if it's just like, you know, we're in different places in life, or, you know, maybe God has different things for our lives right now. But whatever the case may be, yeah, that's just kind of the situation. So might be a little anticlimactic because nothing happened. Like, it's not even like that. It's just like, you know, just wasn't working. Sometimes it just be like that. So, yeah, that is my spiel, and that is gonna wrap up this Q&A. I appreciate you guys. It feels good to just be like recording and like be talking to the camera and, you know, just kind of back in the flow of things with this. So, yeah, I hope you guys have a great weekend. It's Friday, and yeah, I'll catch you guys on the other side. Appreciate you. Let's get it.